Good morning from Malta. My name is Donica and I live in Malta. I'm from Bulgaria and this is my YouTube channel. For those of you who doesn't know me, I'm from Bulgaria and I am located in Malta, and I have decided to create my YouTube videos and blog, which you can see down here. I'm usually speaking about fashion, travel and beauty. However, today I've decided to create a vlog which is speaking about the benefits of living in a small country. I've been in Malta for about 4 years and I've heard a lot of questions and a lot of comments from different people from all around the world, including from Maltese people. Some of them are telling me that living in a small country like Malta, since it's an island, sometimes it can be a little bit boring. And sometimes they're feeling like they have nowhere else to go, like a new place or spending time somewhere different than the usual places. And some of them are telling me that they actually like the fact that Malta is an island and they can spend time on those places, the usual places that they like to go. So I guess it's kind of a preference of each person, how they would like to spend their time on the country they're living in. Either it's their own country or a foreign country, it doesn't matter. If you are Bulgarians and you're watching this vlog and you would like me to do it in Bulgarian, please let me know. I'm usually doing all of my vlogs and blogs in English, but I obviously don't mind to create some of my vlogs in Bulgarian for your Bulgarian people watching this video right now, or for the Bulgarian people going to my blog. I live in Malta. I actually love that. There are obviously a lot of benefits that a lot of people I think are taking for advantage. However, before Malta I was living in Turkey, and since I'm from Bulgaria, you probably know that Bulgaria has 4 seasons. I was also in Italy, and Turkey is quite a hot country, but not quite exactly, because they also have a season. Sometimes they do have a snow, so in the winter it does get cold. I'm not saying that in Malta it doesn't. As you can see, I'm with the sweater right now, so these days unfortunately it's a bit windy, but the weather is very sunny. However, when I wear a sweater, I don't really wear a heavy jacket. I usually wear a jacket which is behind me and the outfit over here. Today I'm with white pants, a green sweater and that blazer which is from Zara, and some white boots just in case it gets rain or a bit cold. Obviously I did put the boots because I just like how it looks on the outfit itself, but it's not cold in Malta, not at all. So let's just start with benefits, why I chose the island and why I live here. Benefit number 1, the weather. The weather in Malta is incredible. Always hot, almost always sunny. Very rarely it rains, and sometimes it does get windy, but that's just a part of the deal. When it's windy, it is windy here, and when it's rainy, sometimes the rain is just too much, but it does stop quite fast. It doesn't really rain that often anyway, so most of the time it's sunny. And in the summer, I have to say that the summer here it's quite hot. Sometimes during the lunch break hours, when it's July and August, it's pretty much you're sweating when you go outside, and it's not really recommendable to go out without a hat and sun cream if you're spending too much time outside on the beach. I usually prefer to go after 2 o'clock or after 3 o'clock when I go to the beach, because it's just too hot and I can't manage. Or in the morning before 11 when the sun is not so strong. But I kind of like that because we just don't have really cold days here. There is no snow in Malta. You probably already know that when you check the island. It's in the middle of the sea, it's on the Mediterranean Sea, so there are plenty of places that you can go, you can swim, it's quite beautiful. I do have some blogs for a few beaches that I visited in the summer, and you can check them if you would like. And if you would like to hear more content about the beach and about Gozo, about Comino, let me know and I will do that vlog as well. I also have some videos and pictures from the summer from Comino, but I just didn't have the chance to create a vlog because I'm also working on a full-time. I'm a digital marketing manager, so sometimes I just really have no time because I'm also studying for my course, which is in graphic design. and I just don't have time to do sometimes blog or vlogs, but I've decided to do this today for you, so we can speak about the benefits of the island. What is the second benefit? The second benefit, I think, in Malta, and which is the most important one, is that you can always find a job here, especially if you're qualified and if you are experienced. People here are looking for qualified people, and you can basically find a job in every field. I think even if you're not so qualified, I believe that here you can get a chance to get qualified. There are a lot of schools which are offering courses in different fields. If you have a bachelor or you don't have a bachelor, or you have a master and you don't have a master in the field that you would like to work, or that you just don't have enough experience, Malta schools can give you that benefit of giving you the course that you would like to have. For example, I've studied a bachelor in fashion design and management. I have a master in marketing, but I really needed a graphic design for my job, because as a digital marketing manager, I'm creating a website, I'm building them, I'm creating the advertisings, the logos, the banners, etc. So I just needed to go more deep into Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, etc. All of the Adobe, the package of the Adobe. I just wanted to know professionally how to do those designs. So this is the second benefit. It basically offers you a lot of job in Malta. You can find every type of job here. As long as you want to work, you can. Obviously, the salaries can be a little bit more higher, but I think that happened because of the coronavirus and because of some circumstances that the world have now as an issues. But I believe that still it's very beneficial, and it's still manageable to live here, much better than in some other countries perhaps. Despite the fact that Malta is just an island, Malta has a lot of historical places where you can visit in the weekend or sometimes after work, depends what time you're finishing your work, if it's part-time, if you're working from home, etc. There are plenty of places that you can visit, like museums, like basically everything in Malta is like historical here. Even the houses and the buildings are historical itself. So you're never going to be bored to go around the streets and just take a look at the architecture, how the streets are built, the statues, the museums that you can visit. Especially Valletta is just an amazing place, and Dina is an incredible place as well. But we can talk more about that in another vlog, about the different cities in Malta. Even though it's small, Malta has a lot of villages that can be visited, and you can spend plenty of time there knowing different cultures and understanding new information about Malta, since it's an island and a lot of people wanted to kind of take it away for themselves. Different nationalities were here. The language as well, it's very confusing. For me, it's quite complicated and I'm not able to learn it. I just know quite a few words. I don't really think that that's helping me quite a lot. Basically, the language is so complicated because it's between Arabic, French, Spanish, and Italian. Most probably it has other words, but I'm not too sure. But let's just say that it's like between 70 and 80% of Arabic. So when you hear it, it's like you're just hearing an Arabic language. However, there are a few words in French which does sounds like similar to French. For example, bonjour, it's hi, I think, or good day, I'm not sure, which is like bonjour. So yeah, and they do have a lot of Italian words. A lot of Maltese people are speaking Italian better than English, actually. And the youngest, I think they know English pretty well. So it's really interesting place. It's amazing. Okay, so we came to the final and fifth benefit for me. I probably have more benefits, but I just don't have much in my mind right now. I think the fifth benefit of living in Malta is that the fact that everything is super close to itself. Not really close, it's still there's a lot of traffic, and for example, if you want to go from one side of the island to the other side of the island, it will probably take you like 1 to 1.5 hours. I'm being serious here. That's just because of the traffic, and it's not really that much close as it looks like. It does take time to go from A to B. So if you think that when you move here you're going to go to work from Marsa Scala to St. Julian's just like that, no, it won't happen. For sure you're gonna need at least 1.5 to 2 hours to go to work. Sometimes, in the best case, just 1 hour. It's just not so close as it looks like. But it is a benefit because considering other countries with metros, metro buses, etc., and a lot of transportation. Malta is quite small, so you can easily travel from a village to village or from a city to city in the Maltese island, and that's actually quite easy, I think, than living in bigger places. When it comes to living in the bigger places, I've heard people telling me that they would like to live in a big place too, because Malta is very boring and small. Well, yes, but from the other hand, the airport is quite, you know, small, and it's here, and it's just, you can reach it quite easily from every aspect of Malta, without considering the traffic, of course. And basically you can go whenever you want, because Malta is quite easy to reach a lot of European countries. It's not isolated from the world like some countries and continents are isolated. So for some countries in the world, it's just, you need like 2 weeks in advance to plan a trip, while in Malta you can just do it for a weekend to go somewhere, to Italy or Sicily or France or Spain, whenever you want to, because the geographic place of Malta is just amazing, and you can really travel whenever you want. So I think this is a really big benefit for me, despite the fact that it's just an island. Plus, living on an island, it's something amazing because it's safer than other countries. I like the fact that I have a lot of beaches and the weather is super sunny. I can find a job in my field whenever I want to. It gives me opportunity to study courses, and they're really reasonable, on a reasonable prices, and they're not so expensive, but they're actually giving you European diploma that you can use in other countries. So it's just very beneficial for me to live here, I believe. So I'm not really sure if I live in another country, because I was already living in a big city like Istanbul, for example. And obviously I'm coming from Varna, which is not so big, but still it's a big city, bigger than Malta. So you cannot really spend time every day on a different places, because you just simply have no time, because you're working 9 to 5 or 9 to 6. It doesn't matter if you're working for yourself or if you work for somebody else. Obviously during the day you're busy, so you don't really have time to go every day on the different places. You have time only in the weekend. So I believe that this is not such a big issue for me, the fact that Malta is just an island and not as big as some cities around the world. And I would say that as a bonus benefit, I can say that here in Malta the taxes are quite low, including the VAT, which is just an 18%. So that's allowing you to create a business of your choice, and you can easily do that if you only wish to. Obviously it's better if you have your own capital, because the banks are not quite easy of giving the credits, especially if you are a foreigner, but still it's not impossible. So that was just my bonus tip for you guys. And if you like this channel, please subscribe, comment below whatever you would like me to discuss as next. Please check my blog, because I also have a blog, and read some internet interesting content that you might like. And maybe you can also subscribe for the newsletter, which is going to arrive to your inbox every week, because I'm creating vlogs and blogs on a weekly basis. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time if you wish. Thank you.